The rise of artificial intelligence has drastically transformed the world, revolutionizing how we interact with technology. From voice assistants like Siri and Alexa to the algorithms that recommend our favorite shows on Netflix, AI is becoming an integral part of daily life. But as AI continues to evolve and become more embedded into our routines, so do the concerns about privacy. One of the biggest questions people are asking is, how much of our personal data is AI really collecting? And should we be worried about how it's being used? Artificial intelligence depends heavily on data. Personal information such as your location, search history, browsing habits, and even your social media activity provides the foundation for many of these systems. The more data AI can collect, the more personalized and efficient it becomes. For example, when you use a service like Spotify, it gathers data on the music you listen to, your likes, and your preferences. Based on this, it recommends new songs or artists you might enjoy. On the surface, this seems like a harmless convenience, but it's important to ask, how much of your personal life is being monitored in exchange for that convenience? At the heart of this concern lies the issue of privacy. While AI can bring undeniable benefits, such as smarter customer service, more efficient healthcare, and enhanced user experiences, it comes at a cost. The constant collection of personal data can lead to privacy violations, especially when individuals are not aware of what is being collected or how it is being used. The rise of smart devices in homes, the tracking of web activity, and even the monitoring of physical movements through apps like Google Maps are all part of a growing ecosystem of surveillance powered by AI. As AI continues to advance, the sheer volume of data being collected has raised alarm bells for privacy advocates. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter hold vast amounts of user data, including personal preferences, photographs, interactions, and more. This data is then analyzed by AI algorithms to predict your behavior, target you with advertisements, and even sway your opinions. For instance, Facebook's ad system analyzes users' activity to create personalized advertisements, targeting specific groups based on their browsing history and interests. While this might sound harmless, it can lead to the misuse of data, such as political manipulation or unwanted surveillance. What makes the situation even more troubling is the fact that AI is designed to be increasingly persuasive. With the power to track your behavior across multiple platforms, AI can predict your wants and needs with startling accuracy. This predictive power goes beyond just showing you what you might want to buy next. It can influence your opinions on political matters, shift your emotional state, and even dictate what kind of content you see on social media. The more data AI collects, the more it becomes an effective tool for social engineering and behavioral manipulation. It's not just about advertisements either. The data being gathered is used to create powerful profiles of individuals. These profiles can include details about your habits, preferences, location, and even your emotional state. While this information can improve user experiences, it can also be exploited. The more detailed these profiles become, the more vulnerable they are to breaches, whether through hacking or misuse by companies or government entities. This presents a significant risk to individuals who may not fully understand the extent to which their data is being used. The alarming rise of facial recognition technology is another example of AI's growing role in surveillance. In many public spaces, facial recognition systems powered by AI can identify and track individuals in real time. These systems are being adopted by governments and businesses to enhance security, but they also raise privacy concerns. In certain cases, this technology has been used to monitor and track people's movements without their consent, potentially violating their privacy rights. This begs the question, when does security cross the line into unnecessary surveillance? Moreover, the integration of AI into everyday devices, such as smart speakers, home security cameras, and even refrigerators, only amplifies the concern. These devices are constantly collecting data, listening to conversations, recording interactions, and even monitoring your sleep patterns. While these technologies are designed to make life more convenient, they often come with a trade-off of sacrificing privacy. Each time a person interacts with an AI-powered device, data is stored, analyzed, and used to improve its function, often without the user fully understanding the implications. As AI continues to be integrated into our lives, the question of privacy has never been more pressing. AI is designed to make things easier for us, offering personalized experiences and services. But in doing so, it collects vast amounts of personal information. It's not just about how much data is collected, it's about how that data is used, who has access to it, and what happens when it's no longer in our control. The more we rely on AI, the more vulnerable we become to privacy breaches, whether intentional or accidental. The deeper AI digs into our lives, the harder it becomes to protect what remains private. With all these advancements comes a profound dilemma. Are we trading our privacy for convenience? The reality is that our personal data is constantly being collected, analyzed, and used by AI systems. But as we move forward, we must ask whether the benefits of AI outweigh the risks to our privacy. The more AI integrates into our lives, the more we must question how much of our personal lives we are willing to sacrifice in exchange for the services and conveniences that come with it. In the next part of this story, we will explore how AI and privacy concerns intersect in greater depth, examining the implications of this technology on our daily lives and how we can navigate the challenges posed by data collection. As artificial intelligence continues to weave itself into the fabric of our daily lives, the need for a balance between convenience and privacy has become more urgent. While AI offers significant advancements, from improving healthcare services to creating personalized experiences, it also introduces serious concerns regarding how personal data is being used and who has access to it. Governments, tech companies, and individuals alike must play their part in ensuring that privacy remains a fundamental right in the age of AI. But how can we safeguard our privacy without stifling the benefits of AI? For individuals, taking control of privacy starts with awareness. Many people are unaware of the amount of personal data being collected when they use AI-powered applications or devices. From smart speakers and wearables to social media platforms and online services, each of these platforms gathers data on our activities, preferences, and even our emotional states. When you use a smartphone, for example, your every action, whether it's a simple search on Google or your location tracked by a map application, is stored, analyzed, and utilized to improve AI services. But what most users fail to recognize is that much of this data can be shared with third parties, who may use it for purposes unrelated to the original service. To protect one's privacy in this data-driven world, individuals must take active steps to limit the amount of personal information shared. A crucial first step is understanding the privacy policies of the apps and services you use. These policies often contain hidden clauses that allow data sharing with other companies for marketing and other purposes. Being vigilant about privacy settings on social media and in apps can help you limit what data you share. Most platforms provide options to control privacy settings, including the ability to limit who sees your posts and what data is collected. By reviewing and adjusting these settings regularly, you can better control what information is shared. Another important method to protect privacy is using encrypted services. Secure messaging apps like Signal and WhatsApp offer end-to-end encryption, which ensures that only the sender and receiver can access the content of the communication. Similarly, using a virtual private network can mask your internet traffic, preventing third parties from tracking your online activities. While these tools may not offer complete anonymity, they can provide a higher level of protection against data collection and surveillance. Tech companies, particularly those that lead the AI revolution, also bear a significant responsibility in safeguarding users' privacy. Companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Apple are at the forefront of AI innovation, and they collect vast amounts of data from their users to improve their services and drive revenue. However, These companies must also prioritize privacy by being transparent about how they collect and use data. The challenge lies in ensuring that AI-driven systems, which are powered by vast amounts of user data, operate in a way that doesn't compromise privacy. This transparency must include clear communication about data collection methods and how the information will be used, as well as clear opt-in and opt-out options for users. These companies must also build privacy protection into the design of their AI systems. This principle, known as privacy by design, means that companies should incorporate privacy measures into the creation of their systems from the very beginning. AI algorithms should be designed to minimize the amount of personal data they collect, analyze, and store. When data is necessary, it should be anonymized and securely stored to reduce the risk of breaches or misuse. Moreover, tech companies should ensure that data is not shared without explicit consent, and that they are transparent about their practices. One of the most pressing concerns is the use of AI in surveillance. As AI technologies become more advanced, governments and businesses have increasingly adopted facial recognition systems and other monitoring tools. These systems track individuals' movements in real time, often without their consent. Airports, shopping malls, and even some city streets are becoming surveillance zones where AI-powered cameras monitor your every move. While proponents argue that these technologies can enhance security, they raise significant privacy concerns. There are growing fears that such systems can be misused for mass surveillance, especially in authoritarian regimes. This is why it is crucial for governments to establish clear boundaries for how and when AI surveillance can be used. In the United States, the European Union, and other parts of the world, regulations governing AI and data privacy are beginning to take shape. The European Union's General Data Protection Regulation has set a precedent by requiring businesses to obtain explicit consent before collecting and using personal data. The GDPR also provides individuals with the right to access, modify, or delete their data, giving them more control over how their personal information is used. In the U.S., the California Consumer Privacy Act offers similar protections. However, these regulations are still limited, and not all countries have implemented such measures. To ensure privacy in the age of AI, global cooperation will be necessary to create comprehensive regulations that protect individuals while allowing innovation to continue. Despite the growing awareness of privacy risks, many people continue to prioritize convenience over privacy. The allure of personalized services, free apps, and seamless digital experiences can be tempting. However, individuals must ask themselves, how much of their privacy are they willing to sacrifice in exchange for convenience? As AI continues to develop, it's likely that the stakes will only rise. Data breaches, identity theft, and privacy invasions will become more common unless people take steps to protect themselves. The responsibility is not just on individuals or tech companies, but also on governments to ensure privacy is protected. Governments must establish strong, enforceable regulations that hold companies accountable for how they collect and use data. These laws should not only regulate data privacy, but also address ethical concerns about AI, ensuring that it is used to benefit society as a whole rather than a select few. In conclusion, while artificial intelligence presents incredible opportunities, it also raises critical questions about privacy. From personal data collection to AI-driven surveillance, the risks associated with AI are real and growing. However, by being proactive about privacy, advocating for stronger regulations, and demanding transparency from tech companies, we can ensure that AI benefits society without compromising our personal freedoms. The balance between innovation and privacy will define how AI evolves in the coming years. It is up to all of us individuals, companies, and governments to create a future where privacy and progress can coexist.